Well, you can argue one of the biggest breakout stars for the UFC out of any nation in 2022 and 2023. Enter Mike Malott. Most people would argue this is the biggest superstar on the roster out of Canada right now. And pound for pound, skill for skill, a lot of people think this is Canada's best hope to actually realize an undisputed UFC championship. It has been an outstanding winning streak, and even though Mike Malott has been favored heavily in a lot of these contests, he has not only emerged, but he has emerged with a finish, and that has set him up for another big showcase bout here tonight. All right, here we go with the former world title challenger, Gilbert Burns. Perhaps a little bit undersized for welterweight, but he has resided within this top 5 since he moved up from 55.
From the moment, John, you didn't know what to expect from Gilbert Burns at 170, but he has shown that he has the ability to compete with the best, and if you aren't the best, he buzzes right through you. I was very impressed by the way he handled the Neil Magny challenge, and he looks to prove again why he is the elite of the elite in the welterweight division.
And he's also a promoter's dream. A lot of people feel like eventually Gilbert Burns is going to work himself back into a championship setting. But of course, the big fights at 170 pounds continue for one of the best from Brazil, Gilbert Burns. Gilbert Burns, ready to make another major statement here tonight. All right, now let's get you our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, and now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Gilbert Burns.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, here we go. Another big night for the MMA leader from Las Vegas, Nevada's T-Mobile Arena. There were a lot of seminal moments in this building. I can think of one.
It was a big one for me at UFC 226. But John, also UFC 200. I got to stand across the cage from Anderson Silva in that arena. This is a place where big fights happen. And tonight, you get to stand amongst the legends at the T-Mobile Arena.
Burns gets hit by that kick to the midsection. You got to do better defensively. Nice. Nicely done. Man, look at him load up on that right.
He checked that last one.
And here he is back in familiar territory in the clinch. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
How they separate.
Just missed with the left there. Back and forth we go. Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
All right, opens the guard, now stacked guard. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
Look at that. Recognized he was about to lose position.
Going for a submission now, or so it appears.
He's looking to finish, John. That Darce is tight.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow. That is great submission defense.
All right, trying to pass here. As Gilbert might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Man, look how flexible those legs are. He's got them in rubber guard. I don't think I can do that if I try.
I mean, John, don't sell yourself short. You just might be able to do it. But if you do, John, you're doing it with the idea that you're slowing everything down as a defensive fighter. There are submissions, right? There are submissions, but they're very rare submissions that we don't see used very often in the UFC.
Malott's in half guard. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Good work from the top here by Burns. Round two next.
Excellent. Keeps dropping his left hand. He's leaving his jaw wide open for you. Just stay on the outside, pump him with the jab.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
Ready.
All right, round two.
Ooh, what a punch.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Single leg takedown attempt here, and did that get you out of your seat? Beautifully done by him there.
Oh, man, I jumped up and down. Am I watching the Olympics or a mixed martial arts fight? You don't see single legs this good unless you're watching a real high-level wrestler. Nice shot there by the champ.
Making all these shots count. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Mike Malott. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities. He's in the mount.
Well, very efficient and effective with the grounded pound strikes here. High-level work by Burns. Oh, looks like he's going for an armbar here. How tight is that?
What a tight armbar.
You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. He was able to withstand the fire. Now he finds himself out and safe.
Malott's looking to go from the full to the half guard here. Opponent not having it. Well, sometimes our stat guys are stingy with these submission attempt numbers. There have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler, and he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on the ground. He has done an amazing job staying out of those submissions.
90 seconds now to go in round two. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Oh, Mike Malott's got a bruise now starting to appear on the right side of his body. Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments.
Oh, picture perfect body shot there. He's hurt.
I mean, that's unbelievable. That shot landed perfectly, and now he's got his opponent hurt.
20 seconds to go, round 2. All right, so there is the horn. We have gotten to the end of the round, and after he got buckled with that liver shot, I didn't think we'd get here.
No, it did not look like we would get here. It did not seem like he would be able to stand up to that punch. But he did. He lives to fight another day. Let's see what he does with the opportunity.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. There's his jab. Oh, he continues to attack the body yet again here, just as he did in the previous round. Lands the front kick to the body now. Nice work on the feet by Malott.
Getting him out here. Triangle, watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight and try to finish the technique. Inside control, you got a ton of options. He goes knees on belly.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Mike Malott. And it looks as though he'll let his opponent stand up here. Yes, he will. Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside.
Like that, I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. If you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it. So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So when you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
Well, let's see if he goes to set up the hook again. He has really done a nice job punctuating. Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now
and there it is. There's the hook again. DC, you saw that coming. There won't be anything extra in your paycheck this week, but nicely done.
You can see him setting it up. You see him just throwing the right hand out.
Oh, he's on wobbly legs now. Oh, he gets the takedown late in the round here. That could affect the judging. All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loves, I mean, but he's right. He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow.
Right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
You ready to fight? You ready?
We have arrived at the fourth round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't... Oh!
That'll do it!
Oh, my goodness!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. All right, Bruce Buffer is in there with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 31 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Buffer.